Hi, I'm bringing you this video from my bathroom because I'm trying to switch it up a little bit. You're usually used to seeing me lift or doing some type of body weight exercise, but today I'm going to talk about how you can instantaneously slenderize yourself while still working on your nutritional goals and your fitness goals. So, gentlemen, if you have any ladies out there, girlfriends, moms, wives, anybody you think that could use this video, then stay and listen and learn. Or you can use this on yourself, no judgment. And ladies, if you don't use a lot of makeup, but are willing to do something in order to help give you that instantaneously slender look, then I have the thing for you, and it doesn't require a ton of makeup or caking anything on. So, first things first, you are going to need a contouring brush because what we're going to do now is contour our faces. We are going to give our faces angles and try to make a more pronounced feature, such as your cheekbones, and make straight lines so that it takes away the look of being round, which naturally looks like you have lost weight in your face, and that's the first place where we all lose weight. So you'll need a contouring brush. I have this one. It's an ELF brush. It's not necessarily a contouring brush. I have a more expensive one, but I always end up using this one. I believe it's $2, $3 at your nearest drugstore. And again, not very big, pretty small. And you're going to need a darker powder or liquid. I use a Rimmel bronzer. It's just a little bit darker than my face. I don't know if you can see that. But again, both of these things do not require you to break the bank. If you have more expensive products, you're more than welcome to use those. I also have some that as an everyday, this works just fine. So let's go ahead and start the slenderizing and the contouring of your face. So first things first, you're going to take your contouring brush and you're going to dip it into your bronzer or darker color. Now, less is more here, so you want to just tap it slightly, and then you're going to go ahead and run it along wherever the underside of your cheekbone is. So if your cheekbone is right here, you're going to just run it along this side, and you're going to just make a diagonal line right across from your temple down towards your lips. So you're just going to brush that all along. And like I said, less is more. So as you're doing this, if you feel like you need a little bit more, it doesn't take but a few seconds to re-tap, add some more powder to your brush, and then do it again. So you've created your first angle, which again creates that slenderizing look. Then you're going to do it again, tap your brush, you have a little bit of powder, and you're going to do it along the other side. So along the cheekbone, towards your lips, not quite there, and just go ahead and make the diagonal line. So you should have two diagonal lines coming right across your face this way. It's not going to be super dark, but you should be able to see them. And you do this all after putting on your foundation, or if you just put on a light powder, then and you have your base, then that's when you're going to start contouring. So you'll have the two lines right across your face this way, and then you can go ahead and work on the forehead area. Now, if you have a big forehead, or even if you don't, I always feel that this is a part of the finishing touch for contouring. So again, dip your brush lightly, and you are going to just go along your temples. So you have both temples, and then you can bring it right along the top of your forehead or the frontal lobe. Anywho, You are going to go ahead and run that all along that area. And remember, you don't want to make it a huge difference between your contouring shade and your actual shade. It's supposed to just be there to make a shadow. And again, slenderize your face, make you look like you've lost that 5 pounds instantaneously, even though you just started your program of diet and exercise. So another thing that you can do with that is you can take your bronzer or powder and you're going to just, I usually use my finger, but if you have a small brush, you can do that. You're going to make 2 small lines right across or right along your nose. And it's going to do it just, again, helps you to create shadow and helps to slenderize your face again and your nose. I don't have a really big nose, but for some reason, I just feel that it looks better to do your nose. So you can always finish your contouring right here, or if you want to go ahead and slenderize your nose, you're going to take that shadow effect and that bronzer, and you're going to make 2 lines, 2 straight lines right along your nose, right along here, and then right underneath your nose, right here, and it's going to make it look a bit like an arrow. That's the only other way I can explain it. So you have 2 lines going down this way and a line almost in an upside down triangle right along the underside of your nose. Now you're going to blend that in a bit. And once that's blended in, you are going to use a lighter color. And this color is going to help bring that shadow to life and to bring some more contrast. So you're going to just take that lighter color. It could be a concealer, it could be another foundation, really anything that's lighter. And you're going to bring it right along and just put it right along the tops of your cheekbone. So right about here, right along the bridge of your nose, right on your chin, and right on the middle part of your forehead. Once you have those, it helps to create that very slender, very pronounced featured type look. And that's going to help you look like you have lost weight instantaneously.